10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Lena.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick.
Slada.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Doom.
Alliances turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick.
Rubik.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Crystal Maiden. Ten seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick.
Invoker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban.
Ember Spirit.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes.
Of the wood.
Prepare for battle.
That's right, thank you guys. What a beautiful panel. I mean, T saying he's going to put on a bit of weight during the Christmas period. No, it's not going to happen. It'll be fine, mate. Just hit the gym in January with your New Year's resolution. Pycat, draft ready. Medusa for Gambit. Late game security potentially there for them. An alliance with a few little drafting switches. How do you feel about this Lina, Prophet, Doom, Ember Spirit all moving around in their role attribution?
Kind of nice to have these flexibility in last pick, but did give away this IO slaughter. From what I've seen so far, this combo very fierce. We'll see if this game is the exception, but I've seen this pairing. It's always looked very, very scary. I do like Gambit. I like their lineup because of the simplicity of it. Just very straightforward. Gonna like really. You have the slaughter to place. You can take. I think it's up to Alliance to execute this one. They have the much faster draft. They have definitely the tools. This I just think it's the execution. Gambit. So I kind of favor them, but Alliance, they have the strong safe lane, and if they can pressure the slaughter IO, they can just kind of exert pressure in all their lane. They could run away with a pretty quick win.
Yeah, I think T made a really good point because, like, me, I'm looking at this and thinking, Maiden Ember Spirit against IO Slardar, they're just going to die, get rolled over. But T said they offer a lot of damage. Maiden, once you get up to level 2, level 3, Ember Spirit maybe going for chains early on. They could, if they're getting dived onto tower, turn these early engagements potentially. We'll see how it all pans out for them. Then the shift of Limmp into that Lina, mid against the Invoker of Lorenof. And then top lane we see there Handsken Doom, S4 Nature's Prophet with a ksani, and eine lane top on that Medusa, and position 5 Rubik, so shifting him into a bit of a different role as well. But yeah, I think you're right, this IO Slardar, once you've got overcharge and the bashes, it can be really, really substantial damage, and just the lockdown enables you to get even more clicks in. But Malik and Vampire have taken a decent amount of damage already, and it doesn't feel like Slardar's too comfortable playing into the lane.
So far, they're the Flight and the Nova Fam. You see 10, 50 sub up, and it's okay. Limmp already pressure here in the mid.
And does take a tower hit on his way out, but 7-3 definitely favored early levels as well, getting that CS. And it's top lane, a bit of a weird position here for Gambit in between tier 1, tier 2. Prophet and the Doom doing a bit of wave dragging and also pressuring into the lane itself.
I'm a little bit surprised Limmp done. I have seen a lot of Lina's go done builders. A lot of pressure. Going for the more... it's a very straightforward way of playing the... Depending out to make... Just nuke him, but the Joker has pretty good sustain. I don't think he's gonna be feeling the pain all that much, but... The early CS, they generally tend to favor Invoke quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you have the situation where if you try to Light Strike Array, maybe he cancels with Cold Snap. Or if you want to secure the range creep, Dragon Slave is going to be the more consistent way of shoving out the wave and securing your CS early on. In Gambit, we're going to be looking towards that exit of the laning stage again, I think, is probably going to be one of the key moments here. When Slardar IO are ready, when there's Invokers roaming around. And Medusa probably sitting back in the pocket of that dire triangle. Alliance, you said, they're going to be the ones with a more active role to try and make plays and move forward. And they've got some really good answers. And there's Doom able to deal with that single core that the draft were looking for, to Doom up the Medusa in this case. She can stand her ground, but it's going to be annoying still. And Prophet able to actually match the IO relocates and the maneuverability coming out from the Slardar as well.
Yeah, it kind of goes
a lot of early fights with like 5 heroes on each side.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of mobility on sides. So you've got the Ember and the Nature's Prophet on the one side. Also, the Lina generally goes for Boots of Travels.
That's true. Handsken playing up into that Medusa again top as we see Lina dropping low, but the bottle's going to come out in a second on that courier. Might be waiting just for another salve and a mango though. Keep that regen topped up as about 30 seconds away from that first rune spawn. Something that it feels like Alliance has that Gambit doesn't is the way to like collapse in towards mid lane. IO and Rubik don't feel like particularly good rune controlling heroes. Oh, slight chains bottom. Never mind. But then you've got Doom on Alliance, Crystal Maiden. They're very good with early magic damage, early stuns to actually be able to collapse towards Lina, look for kills.
Yeah, exactly. It is a very sort of fast-paced. They can put a lot of pressure early on. And that's kind of what you need to do. I mean, at some point in this game, the Dota becomes... there's the Doom, but Dota is one of the heroes that actually doesn't care all that about Doom. As you high mana pool, you have the IO on your side, so should be fine. I think if they get to this mech and pipe for...
Yeah, infinite sustain, and then alacrity, and we've seen a lot of solar crests from Invoker as like a second or third item. Just pack a bunch of steroids into your Dusa, make sure she's whacking away at people.
Bottom lane,
FNG getting chased bottom. Yeah, Io does get changed up, so Malik couldn't keep chasing, and now Vampire, the bash comes. Malik with the right timing, with the crush and the overcharge, they're gonna get first blood, taking down Nikobaby. And that's the real knife's edge lane that we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's the classic, the tether with the overcharge, just level 2, 80 additional attack speed. It's crazy. Off.
Radiant are scanning.
That's
Nice
such a great way to IO2 to deny this rune. Nah, he's sort of desperate. He's still gonna have his own, but he's gonna have to do this slow walk over there. No. And it's gonna help Invoker quite a bit. He's gonna be able to get this wave sit here.
And at least catch up a little bit. Sitting at 16-5 for Lorenof. Still getting spammed out, but he bought himself some raindrops, so Dragon Slave not doing too much anymore. As top lane, S4 and Handsken yet again laying it on. Eine's Rubik. He's got a Fairy Fire still. So a quick little telekinesis, he walks it off, doesn't even bother burning the regen. But it's this constant, irritation. The Medusa's not, comfortably farming. It is always really difficult to eke out every one of these CS, and it's also a catapult wave for S4 here. Do Alliance get this tower 6 minutes in?
The Invoker is up here. You don't want to give away all of the damage. They're way too pressured up top. I think you have to do something, but it doesn't really look like they have that in mind, so forfeit the tower by kind of a mistake by Gambit. I don't think you want to be tower like the Handsken not even having a point. I feel like you could top and defend the tower, maybe get a kill, maybe two. But yeah, Alliance are doing a very good job at pressuring this top lane.
Yeah, really impressive. Medusa's just going to relegate herself to some jungle time. Might even have to go back to the triangle already at this early point. You're just leaving this lane top completely open for S4, who's got, what, 3, 4 waves coming in towards him. He's going to hit level 6. He's going to have a ton of gold. And already, the availability for him to TP into any aggressive maneuvers that they would like to make. And Handsken going to scout out ksani and eine, who are partner jungling the jungle. Getting through a couple of camps, but nothing stacked just yet.
Gonna be very scary to play. Probably get sick. Much damage. HP pools low HP here. Bottom lane might it could potentially crumble. Timely Nation Prophet ult.
Bash onto Ember Spirit. Followed up with the chain stuns, but a pretty full one there for Nikobaby. Allows the turn, and that Frostbite with a TP from Prophet. There's the damage you were just talking about. S4 still has the Sprout as well. Malik pretty speedy though on the Slardar with treads and Windlace. Sprint's coming back up, but they have the chains from Nico. 2 kills in quick succession. You called it, Pycat. That bottom lane, not only does it open up kills, but it opens up the tower too.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, I feel like this should sort of anticipated the Prophet's just given the free lane. Can't play up that far. Prophet, I think Lorenof has to start thinking a little bit about trying to become a bit more active. He could the mid lane to just might get a bit too pressure. You can give it to whatever, just park some hero. Try to involve this game a bit. Not too happy sitting in this lane anyways.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
700-800.
Yeah.
Almost doubling the CS, of course. Involving the Invoker right now in the game.
Hey, go and get something done. A bit of a morale boost here as they all snipe out FNG. Pretty simple one on the Crystal Maiden. They can't really convert it into anything more. It is, a kill for kill's sake. There's a couple of urn charges on the Invoker. Oh yeah, he just picked up his urn, so that is definitely a nice boost there for Gambit.
They are getting some nice stacks for Gambit. Maybe you get the IO to help you out with the overcharge or the Alacrity.
And still keeping Lorenof down bottom. Cold Snap, no real follow through. Slardar and IO can't gap close quite that quickly just yet. And Nico also has the backup Remnant behind his tower. So with the 3 heroes from Gambit showing down bottom lane, seems like a pretty simple move for Alliance to shift into that mid-tier 1. Medusa, Rubik trying to clear out the waves with Fade Bolt and the Snake. Lina and Prophet doing a lot of damage, and that tier 1 left just outside of deny range.
Pretty good spells at defending towers.
Oh, here comes Handsken.
Quite useful.
Dooms up the Slardar, and they focus the IO now. Level 6 IO, you're not going to be able to relocate or tether away, and they're trying to catch Malik, but he's... Look, oh, ooh. Sneaky little spot in the trees. They even scan for it. Yeah, Radiant scan misses. Now they're pinging. Who's that? That's FNG. He knows. He absolutely knows, but no mana. Mango. Oh, F it now. No, you don't Mango after.
What an absolute starter, Malik, with the... That hiding spot is gonna be...
No, I was pretty sure he was dead there. That's the first Doom of the game. It does alleviate a lot of that pressure from Nikobaby now, though. Gets himself some free time with the creeps. Probably dip back into the jungle because IO Slardar have returned. And you were wondering about getting Invoker involved. He's hit level 9. He's starting to catch back up, and they're going on to Limmp. Missing out on that EMP tornado combo though, and FNG rotations there. But I was going to ask, do you think Limmp has to do a similar thing? Rotate, get involved, or do you think he's fine kind of farming away?
Limmp can do whatever you want. Keep farming, pushing lanes. It's fairly simple for the Invoker is the one who is sitting in a lane where he's sort of suffering. You got 46. His net worth is he's below Handsken. Not really the kind of farm that you're looking at right now. The one who sort of has to get active and try to salvage this. So far getting heavily pressured. I mean, on the verge of getting just really ran over by Alliance at this point. He has to be the one to sort of help his team back into this.
S4 TP's very forward here. Trying to defend the tier 1, pops his blade mail, and the smoke gank is coming as Nikobaby has also arrived, pushed out the top lane and Remnant's down south. Tornado comes, S4's in a lot of trouble, but he pops his wand and he's gonna run away. Now Malik's the one being focused down. They've killed off the Eine Rubik in the back as the fight splits and spreads. The IO, Laguna bladed and blown up. Lorenof's gonna try and retreat and TP home, and Malik still being chased, gets a courier snipe, but Nikobaby and FNG, they've got his number. Can they finish him off in time though? He's got bashes. Does he have another crush? 3 seconds, and that Slider Fist comes up just in time for that Nikobaby Ember Spirit.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. The Prophet survives on 100 HP roughly. Don't really get anything in it. You are getting your Duzo to sit in this ancient area. You're gonna clear these stacks at least. Getting farmed. You see climbing the net worth ladder here and reaching the top probably after this.
Doesn't feel like a particularly free Medusa game. You know, we've seen those Medusa games where 25-30 minutes in, she just goes and plonks herself in front of a tier 1 or a tier 2 and no one can touch her. But here, you know, up against a Doom, a Lina, a Prophet, there's quite a lot of burst damage and ways to handle that Medusa.
And I do think that if you get to Manta, potentially Gadi or whatever, you know, second, third item you want, I think the Doom spot. You're gonna have to worry a little bit about the Doom, but you have the IO to help out. You've got a pretty good supporting cast. The Slardar is gonna amp up your damage with Blink Command, etc. Misses timing.
Yeah, speaking of the Slardar, there's even a relocate behind. IO was ready for it. Now trying to TP down bottom because Handsken's diving. Focusing Lorenof. Vampire's here trying to relocate that Invoker away and successfully does so. Ksani though, oh dear, Medusa stuck down here. No one to back her up, but stun gaze and retreat to the high ground. And now Rubik and Invoker returning. Make sure that Alliance can't go chasing. And Alliance don't really have too much vision out on the map right now.
I think that's the second time Lorenof denies tower.
Oh, really? Very nice.
Dire's
it is.
middle tower is under attack.
Oh, he's getting something out of this game. Earn medallion. And again, it's down to Alliance to try and smoke to make the plays.
Dire are
Oh,
scared.
Nature's
Alliance, they
Prophet.
don't have a real sort of carry hero. They have this Ember. Scales into sort of mixture of damage here. It's not really a man fight type of hero, right? At some point in this game, if you drag it on for too long, they do become this sort of immovable object.
And you don't have an unstoppable force to try and deal with her. But you will have a halberd coming up on S4 reasonably quickly. So at least you'll be able to mitigate some of that damage from the Deucer.
Yeah, and I think what's good is you're gonna keep scaling as well. I have pretty much a fourth support.
Oh, TP into mid. S4 wants to keep it going onto Lorenof. Gets away from the sentry though.
Soldier's fortune.
How convenient
that? That was-
to have a position 5 quelling blade for his mid lane.
I was just wondering, like, I was checking, does Lorenof have a tango? What, how did he get out of the tree so quickly? Yeah,
He
Rubik
could
with a
also
quelling.
buy a quelling blade of his own.
Seeds of fortune.
Just useful. I mean, he doesn't have 6 items in the inventory. I feel like that additional get a quelling blade whenever you're profit, just buy it. Worth
Just
the
buy it.
investment.
Well, Medusa, Slardar both have one. Rubik has one. Just the Io and the Invoker a little bit lacking.
But yeah, as for buying the halberd, you could go for the orchids
Radiant's bottom
first.
tower
Potentially,
is under
you know,
attack.
it's gonna be kind of useful. Some of these heroes
Dire's top tower
going for a more
is under
tanky
attack.
build. And if you
Radiant's
stack multiple
bottom tower
halberds
has
in
fallen.
the game, it's gonna be pretty tough for
Radiant
you to do
structures
a lot of
are
damage.
fortified.
Yeah, after Blink, Handsken can maybe go for one. Alliance all grouped up top for the tier 2. Giving a little bit of room here to Gambit for
Dire's
Medusa
top tower
to
is under
finally
attack.
get into that bottom Radiant jungle. And the rest of them,
Dire's top
the 4-man
tower
gank
is
squad, they're rotating into Radiant Triangle. Not going to be able to find anybody there. A very tight-knit squad from Alliance.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, I'm not
is under
exactly sure
attack.
what they were thinking with the smoke. They don't want to go top and contest them.
Money to
Kind of
burn.
an awkward moment to use this, I would say.
That's a cool little
Malik
item.
or Vampire might get caught here.
Radiant's
Oh, the
middle
Yules from
tower is
Limmp.
under attack.
Really well timed. And Malik's going to get blown up. Oh, Vampire, not enough with the saves. Tornado does clip the Prophet, but in comes Handsken. The stolen Light Striker right from eine will hold him in place, but Lorenov's now left all alone. And that Remnant forward. Nikobaby wants it. They're body blocking him. They want Nikobaby to have it, and they give it to
Dire's
him.
top tower is under attack.
And again, it's Gambit moving into these areas that now Alliance just completely encircle them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Gambit are. I feel like they're it doesn't seem to be like incredibly thought through. It's sort of they're just waiting for their Duza to get enough time to become strong. But I mean, at least you want to have some sort of a plan for what you're gonna do while this Duza is farming. You know, you can trade sort of semi-efficiently as long as your Duza is farming. You're still gonna be mostly happy. But if you're just running into areas, no vision, no kind of, there's no Rubik there to lift this guy, it's just very easy for Lina to get that Yules off before you get done.
Even if the mission is just to go get a ward down or something, right?
Are scanning.
I didn't even get any deep wards in that Radiant Triangle.
Yeah, I sort of hope that Lorenof, if he doesn't get more involved in a lot of action, like soon-ish, I think he could even just go for Midas. Because I feel like you're gonna be stuck with base defense quite a while in this game. You're gonna have your Duza, Invoker, Root to hold your high ground, and gonna need the farm.
Gonna try and secure a bit more of that good old GPM. Dasso's coming out now for the Ember Spirit. He's going to be amping up all of that right-click damage from the Nature's Prophet and the Lina, who has Boots of Travel, Yules on Limmp, and 2,500 gold saved. So we could start to see maybe that BKB come through for her. Well, this is one of the first timings you were mentioning for Gambit, right? Is that mech on Io, they've got Blink Slardar, and Medusa has Manta, Dragonlance. This is where potentially they can think about edging towards maybe top tier 1, some of the tier 2s, maybe Roshan. But Alliance are 6k net worth and a step ahead of them. They're in the pits already.
There's no... I mean, the Ember is okay as an Aegis carrier, potentially. I feel like they don't have the most amazing hero for this Aegis, but... You know, it never hurts to get some extra gold, deny the Roche from Gambit. Nikobaby is probably gonna be kind of happy with it, though. He can play a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, he can burn all of his HP and mana, go diving deep. I think if you do...
He's queuing up a Rapier at 19 minutes. I feel like this is
classic.
Early.
Okay. Smoke does pop. FNG killing off the wards. Yeah, Nikobaby with that Aegis. He's feeling pretty aggressive. Not going to be able to find anyone there with the Remnant, though. And a big old line and squiggle drawn by Gambit. Let's go take top tier 1, guys. Get over to this side of the map. Let Alliance have bottom lane. Try and bodyguard this Medusa just for a couple more minutes. Did the Slardar finish it? No. Okay. I saw Malik had Mask of Manas queued up for the longest time. I know Lizard has talked about it in his pubs, where Mask of Manas Slardar, you know, it is a pretty feel-good item, but BKB this game, much more solid.
Yeah, you kind of need to be... have to be sort of line close from Alliance.
The seeds of fortune.
Well, the Lions are herding them back, and Gambit didn't get to make their play to that northern side of the map. Yeah, Lorenof hiding behind tier 2. Rubik and Slardar waddling around, wondering where to go. Alliance, once they get that tier 2 bottom lane, they could do it. They're jumping deep. Lorenof, they have dusted him. He's being dived. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. What spells has he got left? He's got 10-1 charges on the Invoker. The Nature's Wrath on the right click from S4 though. And Nikobaby secures it, and they've got Yules over the Medusa with the freezing field. The good blade comes, the mana's all been drained, but the relocate out saves the day as Medusa gets back to base, and they've also turned around on Handsken. Malik Slardar finds the snipe. A 1-for-1 trade-off there, but Alliance, they put the fear of God into that Medusa, that's for sure.
Oh, still a very nice trade, I think, at the end for Gambit. Prophet ult. You even gave away the Nature's Prophet ult, which is quite a big... I would say it's a pretty big steal to have. The additional damage from the Supremacy. Just having this in the fights, it might put you kind of over the edge where you get that additional damage that you need to take some of these fights. I think this Rapier is quite unnecessary for this, so I don't really think that's the position you're in where you buy this item, but pans out. A very nice reload save from Vampire there.
For sure. So what do you reckon? Like a Skadi is more consistent?
Yeah, I would say so. I think they don't really have the damage to get Skadi with the backup from the IO. As long as you can sort of reliably, or somewhat reliably, get locate out, you get a Glimmer Cape. I think to do the pretty good spot. Then you can start thinking about potentially.
Illusion.
I feel like Gambit are in a, despite being down 10k, they're still okay-ish game. They have ways of coming back into the game. Alliance's lineup doesn't really scale all that well into physical / base damage.
Oh, nice little slide dodge. Nikobaby drags them all up top. And it definitely feels like, you know, Alliance have kind of closed the door in the early game, but Medusa's opening up a few little windows here and there. And they are playing this hardcore 4 protect 1. Everyone surrounding ksani in the jungle. All buddy jungling. Slaughter's going to try to defend bot.
You're buying a Rapier into a very scary...
Oh. Invoker. Nice tornado. Gets away from that dust and the initiation. His bottom lane, they do have a freezing field there. S4 very low himself. Slardar and Io are trying to make a play in that bottom lane, and again, it's just a multitude of actions happening at the same time. Getting difficult for the teams to keep track of which targets are where.
Yeah, S4 just being very covered. It's pretty tough to kill him.
Going MKB next. Has the Demon Edge already.
Bottom tower is under attack.
turning into that right clicker. We do still have Aegis for about 30 seconds. And its extended alliances lead by a little bit. Keeps on ramping upwards. Good old gold graph. 11k for them. And this tier 2 bottom lane, shift into the tier 2 mid. This has been their plan for the past 5 or 6 minutes, is really close out the rest of this map and try and get towards high ground with the next team fight.
You can somehow keep the Dota once you get to this raid, then of course it's going to be a very scary pickup. Aegis is going to be go. If you can somehow get win a fight, take maybe a Roche, then all of a sudden I would say that this it might look scary for Alliance, but that's probably easier said than done.
Well, I do find Handsken. Doom stuck around just a little bit too long, and again this trio of heroes able to move themselves into position while Io sticks with the Medusa. Yeah, the longer this game drags out, it feels like the happier Gambit are going to be getting. And what's Limmp got? Bloodstone, Boots of Travel, Yules. So didn't go for the BKB route. What comes next? Is it Aghanims next, or do you go into like the MKB right-click build?
I feel like you go for the right-click build here. I personally would prefer right-click build.
Yeah, he did go for the 30 damage talent, then he's got the choice at 20. Ooh, smoke popping. Limmp, invis. Do they have any reveal? Doesn't look like they'll be able to spot him. They find the remnant of Nikobaby as Lorenof shows himself. In comes the slide chains, the two of them caught. Lorenof blown up and Malik's in trouble. Oh my god, the bait and switch. Gambit thought they were coming in for a sneaky pickoff, but they are getting obliterated. Excess Vampire down for a triple kill on Limmp. The stone gauge from Medusa holds Handsken back, but it's Nikobaby cleaning up in the other end, finding that Rubik, and now unstoppable. Bycat, they kept the Medusa alive. Is that good enough?
They left sort of their comfort zone. They left the safe area. And, yeah, that's kind of what happens when you leave the safety of your and high grounds and all of the above. It's pretty rough out there for a Gambit hero.
Yeah, the wilderness, that scary place.
Dire's
Don't want to get caught out by other players.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh,
It's just one of those situations where... Oh, they do, yeah. Like, they see the remnant and they're thinking, we can set up for this. And you just got this invis Limmp ready and waiting for them. Couldn't have been a better opportunity for Alliance. 16k lead now for them. And fast spawn on Roshan's about 30 seconds away. So if they can keep all these lanes pushed out and really secure that zone for themselves... It still feels real difficult for Gambit to fight in choke points because they don't. It doesn't feel like they've got team fight.
No, but at least I mean, at least with this rapier, it makes everything very interesting. You know, I mean, you win a fight with this rapier, all of a sudden, then you might look at Roche. You could just run down a lane. You're gonna have a ton of damage with this. If you get to Satanic, then all of a sudden it might get spooked. I mean, this rapier definitely does. It definitely changes the dynamic of this game.
It also means that Gambit have got to be extra careful in keeping that Deucer alive. Alliance smoking.
They also
up.
got the repair kit pickup, I think, for the IO in this game.
Oh yeah.
Doom. We're gonna have a ton of HP.
25 HP regen. Yeah, it was a smoke from a while ago. So it's going to wear off pretty soon. It looks like Alliance kind of waiting for Gambit to move towards the pit, as both teams expecting it, but it's a long spawn. Another 2 minutes still yet to go.
Yeah, and Gambit also, it seems that they learned from previous engagements, sort of what happens when you leave the safety of your own area. It doesn't bode well for you, so they're gonna stick around in their own jump.
Stay on the top of the staircases.
Telescope on Invoker too. I mean, I feel like they're getting at least some really good neutral items. The additional range is going to be nice for the dude.
Yeah, what else have they got? Mindbreaker on the Slardar. Still waiting for another tier 3 item to drop for them. On Alliance, we've got Spider Legs Lena, Craggy Coat Doom, and they've got a repair kit too.
I think the Craggy Coat is...
Sure is. Tanking up against that corrosive haze. And FNG is just going to keep the Philosopher's Stone, keep that gold income flowing. Plonking down a few sentries there. Secure their own high ground.
Gambit really, they were hoping for Roche to just be there, you know. Just the big rock man, he's there, and they get this Aegis, then...
You can really feel like what you've been saying about not leaving their safe zone. They're literally not crossing the line of the river. Like, they're splitting the river in half, and they're saying, we're not going across. Stay on the dire side. On the top of our ramps.
This is a true 4 Protect 1 game, if I've ever seen one. You see the Dusa towering above his teammates, also being the top net worth in the game, then followed by 4 heroes from Alliance. Not 3, not your 3 cores, but also the Doom above all the other heroes.
Oh, Lorenof, careful, buddy. There's just a sentry up there. Don't need to spend any resources to try and take that out.
And look at
very tentative.
Look at what Nikobaby is doing. Also going for the halberd. They just buying this item here, this halberd item, pretty good against it.
Super good. Where is the big man? Come on, Roshan. 2 seconds to go. S4 is going to shift out to the other side of the map, get some treants to push the bottom lane. And it's always this fear when you are playing 4 Protect 1 that you're all grouped up in one area of the map, and Nature's Prophet, super exceptional at exploiting that 5-man group up. Oh, FNG. Yeah, just walk straight up to try and get another D-ward. Initiated on by the Slardar, and this feels a little bit wonky. Has to pop the BKB and retreat now. And Gambit won't have that for the next team fight, but maybe the lift up, catching Nico. Oh, he's got no way out of there. He's been blown up. Ksani taking the streak as well. The Rapier Medusa coming into play, and would you believe it, Roshan is alive. Away back in for Gambit.
Buy back here on Nico. You're gonna wait probably. If you can get the Doom, this Dusa is getting a little bit too low on the mana.
Yeah, half mana now, and there's the buyback. Nikobaby, but Crystal Maiden dead in like 2 hits. No buyback on her, gone for 45 seconds, but it feels like Roshan has been stalled out for long enough.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, this ksani is from the Satanic. Now, Satanic is something that could very scary to deal with. It's gonna lower the duration of Doom, just give you that extra bit of HP. Dane, he's gonna have it. Got the Satanic, it's flying out right now.
Yeah, time to buy out and get in. Roshan, half HP. Aegis and cheese in his pockets. Alina still trying to finish off Shiva's guard. Satanic being built up by the Nature's Prophet, and they've got BKB on this Doom ready to blink in at a moment's notice. But Roshan yet again begun by Gambit. Walking into that pit. Alina's courier does scout this out though, but no way in there. They get it. They've got Aegis cheese, and they jump in. Aggressive play from Malik, looking to find the snipe. The Doom in the back end does move in towards the Dusa. Remnant again from Nikobaby, but not going to jump to it. They'll focus the Slardar instead. The more simple pick-off as the Io Medusa shredding through them. The right clicks come, the telescope. Bycatty gets a triple kill. Gambit!
I mean...
Nikobaby's been doomed! The Rubik stole Doom, he's back in the jungle, they relocate straight on top of him, give him Medusa the ultra kill, yeah baby, ksani straight into this game! Oh!
There we go.
What a comeback!
I mean, it's paying off. It looked a bit... they looked a bit like the communication was not really completely on point. Slaughter going in a bit deep there, and he goes down, but... Do you really care? You have Solar Crest, you've got Alacrity on this Rapier Medusa with Satanic, backed up by the Aya with the overcharge.
That's 600 damage per hit from the Medusa, with a ridiculous amount of attack speed.
Nikobaby doesn't have buyback. I think this game is...
is it over?
I mean, I don't know over, but this it's taken a serious turn of events, I'll say.
Yeah, it's on the precipice, that's for sure. Oh my god! Limmp has a self-Yule, spider leg, and... yeah, okay. Limp's fine, for now. Freezing Field has zoned them away. FNG's doing everything he can. Big Nature's Wrath from S4. It forces Gambit to retreat for a second, but it looks like ksani's making the call. Screw it, let's go high ground. Go again, get some more. Repair kits are being spammed out as best they can, but they've lifted S4. Half HP, low sword and blade mail. They jump in with Malik, and he's got his BKB. Focus the maiden, and S4's down. Has buyback, but they've lost FNG. ksani now, wicked 6, 7-0-2. The Medusa hasn't died this game, and we can see exactly how strong they can buffer up to be. That's a full lane of barracks now.
Radiant's middle
Still got the cheese on Vampire. ksani's, he's going for it. Lorenof's like, he's like,
do we do it, guys?
Dude, gotta back off here, dude. I mean, they know that there's no Doom for a little bit at least. They should know roughly the timer on the Doom. Yeah, I mean, there's no buyback. There's some crazy stuff we're seeing.
That was a 20k lead that has gone down to about 7k, and in the next minute or so, it's probably going to be 0. 25k net worth Medusa. I just keep looking at the net worth graph, the chart, and the point you made about 4 or 5 minutes ago. It's, you know, red, green, 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 and then you've got a couple of red cores down there, but it doesn't feel like it matters.
I mean, if you can't deal with the Medusa, then you can't deal with the Medusa.
Does Limmp die here?
Right now.
Great lift into stun. Limmp will use, but it's only going to buy a second of time here as they do try and focus her down. The rest of Gambit leaving her to survive the Sunstrike. He got her! Oh, you gorgeous, gorgeous bastard, Lorenof. How have you done that? Really beautiful stuff as Nikobaby dodging away from Tornado.
Got the throne. They gotta.
Oh my god. That's a throne with a repair kit on it as well, but ksani's just right-clicking down. Nikobaby's diving the backlines, Remnant forward. Malik will finally fall. Medusa being focused, and excess Vampire pops the cheese back to full HP. eine Lorenof trying to zone out Nikobaby, who is doomed up again. Rubik with a doom and now stolen Laguna Blade as the Medusa wanders forward. Looking to try and keep that pressure going with the IO, and now the jump. Handsken with his own doom. Invoker's down here for sure. There's no way you're going to save him, Dunai. Oh, you mech, but the Dragon Slave helps secure the kill. Throne, still standing, but the jump and the stun from Malik. The two-man crush and FNG, he low assaults. He's still alive somehow, but the right click from Medusa will finally find the kill. Nikobaby from the high ground with Handsken S4, sprinting away from the Medusa IO.
Scary though.
Gambit losing resources.
He's dead.
Radiant's ancient.
There's a dieback on the slaughter. You out somehow. You gotta sort of reset here, I think.
ksani saying, nah, guys, we go more. We finish this game now, right here. Give me Alacrity, give me Solar Crest, give me the Tether and the Overcharge, and give me Alliance's skull mounted on a spike, because Gambit are going for it, Invoker retreating. They do Laguna play the IO, and Vampire's falling. Now it's Medusa against the world. What can ksani do? 1 versus 5. He nearly brings down the Maiden alone, and does find FNG, even with the smoke pop down. They brought back the IO. Focus the throne. Game 2 repair kit, come on. Get it going, but they don't have any way to stop it. Oh, they do. S4 with the
Gotta
sprout.
get reload out here. No, he doesn't.
They stop. Oh, ksani's now stuck.
Oh my god, this
He
is
has
so
Invoker.
cool. This is some crazy stuff.
Is under attack.
He's still going for it. He's got Aegis for 30 seconds. Oh, that could be a timing. 30 seconds for this Aegis on the Medusa. If they can wait for that long and try and bring her down after it's gone. A disaster for Gambit, but they've got the Eye returning again. Slightly late to Medusa. Chasing towards Handsken. The Sunstrike missing means he will escape. 45 seconds without Ember, without Maiden though. And Doom is nowhere near the base. And finally, Medusa gets back towards the throne.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
And Yule's up.
No more repair kit?
I don't think so. I think they've used all 3 of them, so they're relying on the Sprout now. Prophet's TPing onto the Doom to focus Lorenof, but Malik arrives with a crush and a bash. He's going to focus S4. Blade Mail is going to maybe chip away at Lorenof enough to bring him down, but no, there is no buyback. So no more Sprouts to save the throne, and this game, it looks over. They catch Limmp with a quick little jump, take him down, and this Medusa, an absolutely beastly game from ksani. Game 2 ties it all up.
I mean, I was hating on the rapier purchase. I take it all back.
I can't believe
I
it.
apologize. It was I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it is this